Right, Troll Slayer orange. Troll Slayer orange. No, that's not it. That's not it. No. No. Oh, do you know what? I've had enough of this. If only there was some way of organising my Citadel paints.
Shut up and sit down.
Hey guys, so if you're anything like me, you've got all these Citadel paints, you got nowhere to store them, you chuck them in a box or you try to organise them, and whatever you do they just get out of sync. Some people manage alright on a little tray. I'm a little bit OCD, I like to arrange things. What I'd like to do, obviously I'm looking at the computer, but I'd like, my computer's on the back wall, I'd like a few little shelves. So I've been talking about, well, I've not been talking, but I've been, a few people have mentioned various solutions, and one of the solutions that's been brought up is a nail polish rack. They're not the cheapest options going. There's some good MDF things out there, but MDF, it's got a few issues, some that really aren't too much of a problem sometimes, but for example, one of the problems with MDF is obviously it absorbs moisture. So what I've been looking for is something nice and sturdy. So let me show you what I looked at. I'll show you the website first, then I'll show you the product. I do apologise, the screen's going to go all funny because I can't import websites into this software, so I have to do a desktop view. So bear with me. So this is my my account on Amazon. This is what I've bought. EWO's nail rack, nail polish rack, plastic nail polish mountable 4-tier organizer display rack. £12.56. I guess that's what, $15–20 in America. Whether you can get it in America, I don't know. Because I'm a Twitch member, premium member, there's some kind of weird deal where you also get Prime membership, so I get that free because it's Prime. You can see Prime there, so I get that free postage, and I actually ordered this yesterday morning and it's arrived Sunday morning the next day. 4-tier nail polish clear acrylic stand, 31 centimeters high, width 19 centimeters, depth 16. Depth of each row is 3 centimeters, approximately 10 nail varnishes per shelf. Obviously that's going to depend on the width of the nail polishers. I mean, you can see in the picture they've only got 8 across. So these are some other views that I've got. Do you know, I didn't actually notice those little bolts in the side until I got it, but that wasn't a problem, even though the pictures are there. So there's the pictures of them. They got 10 on that one. You see, they're quite small bottles. So let's have a little scroll down. These are other items that are available. So you see that there are lots of. There's a 6-tier one there. I might have a look at that one another time. So I just bought the one, and the reason I bought the one is I thought if I like them, there's another one there. Look, that looks a bit. Oh, that's expensive. So I looked at. Sorry, I was just reading these reviews and questions. So it's received 5 ratings. Is that 5 ratings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's about 5 reviews, all got 5-star. And then there's some more items. So that's basically it. So I thought, well, at £12.56, it was worth the punt. So let's have a look at the actual item. Okay, what's going on? Right, there we go. So let's switch to my painting view. So this is it. It's a little bit difficult to see because the camera angle, but you can see there I've got all my shades. So 2, 4, 6, 8, I can only fit 9 on, but 9 times 4, that's what, 36. That's quite sizable. It doesn't take up, you can see I've got my little painting area here. It's quite a big mat, but it doesn't actually take up an awful lot of room, so I'm quite happy with that. Now what I've done is, although I bought this primarily for my Citadel pots, I did pop some Vallejo's in, and you can see that they're quite small. There's a big gap there, but not big enough to put anything else in. But if you just stagger them slightly, you can see that you get quite a few in, but then you're left with a little gap. It is self-assembly. It comes with the 4 separate shelves and the 2 sides, and then you get a little bag of screws. I actually got a spare screw, 1 bolt and 1 screw spare. I don't know if that was done intentionally, or you know, a lot of these, they're done by weight, aren't they? So I did get the spare screw, but I couldn't guarantee you'll get a spare screw. One thing else I noticed about these is because they're screwed in, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just switch to the front view again. There we go. So this is it in action, so to speak. Obviously I've put my Vallejo's at the front, so they're overcrowded. But obviously, like I say, these are primarily for my Citadel shades. So because they're bolted in at the side, I would imagine that if you got another shelf, you could actually bolt the 2 shelves together. But what I plan to do is, when I get some shelves put up, I'm going to build a little bracket underneath the shelf, and then I'm going to bolt, let's say, bring the sides down, and then I'm going to actually bolt them in into the sides. Obviously I've got to be careful with the weight of the shelf. It's got to be able to take the weight. So Amazon review, what rating would I leave? Well, I would leave a 5 rating. It is exactly as it's described. Oops. So I'm just trying to go back to there we go. So it is exactly as described. It came very, very quickly. It is exactly what it was. Well, everything is exactly what I was expecting. Obviously you've got these measurements, 31 centimeters, 19 centimeter width. I did actually measure my pots before it came, because obviously it said it was 3 millimeters. Let me see if I can reach my, bear with me. Right, so what I'll do is I'll go back to this. So I did measure beforehand, so you can see that is about 3 millimeters. Sorry, I'm on the wrong view. I do apologize. Right, so as you can probably see, each of these pots is about 3 millimeters, and in actual fact I would say 3 centimeters. It's actually 4. Let me check the website, because yeah, it says depth of each row 3 centimeters. It's actually closer to 4. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that to anybody. I think that was a good little buy for 12 quid. Oh, and look, Troll Slave.